What's up, everybody? Azazel 2012 here again, and I have another gameplay here for you, this time on Cargo. I actually got this one a couple of weeks ago, and I wasn't going to use it at first, just because it dropped me in the middle of a game, and my team was up 20-18, and kill confirmed here, and I'm using the Shycom, or Chickum, or whatever people call it, but at this point I'm trying to get a few headshots with it, try to finish out some camos, which I've done. I've finally got the SMG's diamond, so woohoo! So, I was going to talk a little bit about the gameplay in this one, just simply because this game was a lot of fun to play. It was kind of like high stress, because I'm playing by myself, I'm not playing with anyone else, and I get dropped into a game. We're up two, and then a couple seconds into the game, we drop a couple behind, and I get killed by this, little corner camper dude. He ran right out after that, so I don't think he'd been sitting there for very long, so looked like he was camping, but he might not have been. In this game, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think I did wrong at first and how I turned it around. I ended up going, I think, like 34-14 or 34-16. I don't know, because I screwed up at the end of this game and turned off my capture card before it had finished recording it, because I wanted to make sure I saved this one. So I kind of, oh yeah, I'm excited about this game, and I did really well on it, and I think I want to record it, so I'm going to stop recording and be stupid. So I end up, starts off real average, not incredibly exciting. This isn't the gun that I would normally use on this map, because there's a lot of long sight lines, even though there's a lot of tight corners like right there. But honestly, I ended up doing okay with this, because I started rushing real hard into their spawn and doing a lot of damage to them. My team wasn't completely incompetent or anything, but they weren't doing too well to start out with. And then, a little way into the game, the other team calls in an orbital VSAT, starts just demolishing us. So I try to slow it down a little bit, not rush the spawn too much, since they're going to see me coming. But it's kind of hard to do when you're running an SMG like this one. I mean, this SMG is very hard to get long shots with, even though it is, a 3-shot burst, and it is kind of like a laser beam, but it doesn't do much damage from a distance. It's really best up close. And I spray through bullets with it, so I always run scavenger. I mean, I just destroy the clips in this, just mow through it. Honestly, I was excited about how this game turned out, because I end up, at one point I looked at the leaderboard, and I noticed, I was like, well, shit, I'm pretty much even, and I think I was like 16-16 or 16-14, not doing well. And I started getting a couple of bloodthirsties and calling in some air support, and on this I was running the stealth, or the lightning strike, the stealth chopper, and the orbital VSAT. I hate that right there. I want to talk about that. I hate when lightning strikes hit me in a spawn. I hate when I get killed by air support as soon as I spawn. It seemed like in Modern Warfare 3, they almost had like a damage reduction thing. If you had just spawned and air support hit you, it wouldn't do as much damage to you. Kind of like, I guess, like back in old school days with Nintendo, when you died, you were invincible for a few seconds while you blinked. That would be kind of nice. And right there, another thing. I screw up. I ran right up there, didn't think, there was a guy that was just there a second ago. I try to be aware of what's going on the map. I rush real heavy. That was just dumb. I should have been shooting that guy. I rush hard. I rush heavy. I'm almost always rushing. I rarely ever play back if I have like an SMR or an FAL. I might play a little less aggressive, run a little slower, move a little bit, more cautiously. But with something like this, I've got to rush all the time. Well, unfortunately, it didn't go my way for a while. So at this point, we're down by 20. It's 70-51. My team seems to be trying their asses off here. I don't know what exactly ends up happening that turns it around for them, but I know that basically what I did is I just started relying on my teammates to pick up the tags that I couldn't get to, instead of trying to get them all myself. And I started calling in my air support. I get up to the VSAT, and I think the VSAT saves the day. So I get the VSAT. Once I get the VSAT, of course, that's pretty much free candy for everybody. Who doesn't love free candy, I get a couple of good sneaky kills like that, where they're not paying attention. It's just poorly played on their end. And I'm trying to get my air support, but I still have to rush, and I'm trying to stay away. There's another bloodthirsty, so I'm trying to rush heavy, but saved by a teammate there. So like I said, they're not incompetent. I got dropped into a game, bunch of randoms, and I'm trying to run as best I can. I just got outshot there. I should have been using my cover better. So when I succeed at this game, rushing as heavy as I am in this one, it's because I'm trying to control engagements. I hear a lot of commentators talking about that. Setting up, control the engagements, pay attention to where your enemies are coming from, use the map to your advantage, use the cover to your advantage. And I hate it when people are like, you head glitching, bitch, you're being a bitch. Well, I'm not going to leave myself wide open for for getting killed. I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to wait for someone to shoot at my entire body. I'm going to give them as small a target as possible. It's not that difficult to do. It really isn't. And you just simply find cover. And if you find that cover, use that cover. I'm not saying camp. I'm not saying sit there for the whole goddamn game. I'm not saying, be a complete punk about it. But use the cover. I try to play fair, but I don't want to lose. So if I play some cheap shit, I will play some cheap shit. Like right there. Explain that. I shot the guy in the front because the one that was right in front of me, in my opinion, I had more of a chance of killing him in a quick turn than the guy that was in the front because of the distance. The guy that was closer to me, I could turn on him quicker, hit him more easily, and drop him in less shots. The guy that was all in front, honestly, he didn't know I was there. So I knew I would get that kill. And I was hoping that the other guy wouldn't notice me with his back being turned. So right here is where it really turns around. I get a bunch of kills with this lightning strike. My team's right there, just snagging the tags, getting them, picking them up. So we're caught up. Like right now, we're at under 10 as soon as they get these tags. And this is where we catch up. And I'm about to get the stealth. Stealth does a little bit of work. Get the VSAT. That's where it's a game, set, match at this point. We're 8-9 down right now. I'm trying to move this as quickly as possible because we only have 40-something seconds left. So I'm rushing even harder. With the VSAT, makes it possible. Like right here, when I check the leaderboard, I think I'm like 32 or 33 and 14 or something. I got tags everywhere from the stealth and shooting a couple of guys, so I'm trying to grab them as quick as possible. My team's being good. They're grabbing the tags. So you can still get stuck in a game full of randoms and do well as long as they're playing smart. However, if you have those people that are just thinking about their KD, they don't care about getting the tags, they don't care about doing well, they just want a high KD and they want to get their air support, then you're not going to do well. So I get dropped right there and the game is over. So I pretty much feel like at that point I brought it back. So I just want to let you guys know you can do it. This has been Azazel 2012. Please give me a like, subscribe, favorite. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day.